What's up, everybody? It's Firemongoose here. Long time no see. I was streaming back in the day, 3 years ago. Nothing really came of it. I understand that, but life happens. So, fast forwarding, I moved on, and my background in computer programming. I don't have a strong one, but I do love programming, and while I'm not good at it, I'm looking up tutorials every single time. Not every time and all that. I want to make my dream game. I've participated in some game jams, when some I'm only mean one. But I really just want to go ahead and shoot for it and say screw it. By no means I suck at it. So yeah, I'm using pre-made assets for now. That'll probably what most of the game may be. I probably commissioned this artist out. I really do like this artist. So I mean, I got your layers, your ground layer. This is just a scene, just standard. Haven't really put too much into the design of it at all. But I have your collision layers. I got your ground, your walk, and all that good stuff. And so I'm just excited to share what I've done so far. And by no means is it much, but I really think it's just interesting and where I'll be going from there. I plan on this being a long journey. I'm keeping my scope. While in theory it is pretty big, I'm keeping it in small steps. So I got the camera following him, scrolling in and out. I have him moving, and I got the animations working and all that. Of course, now moving diagonally, and I'm not sure about that. I might just keep that and screw it. I'm not sure yet. I got the collisions working with the items on the ground. Have all that good stuff. I got the walk behind the trees. That looks good. The only thing I don't have is that looks different. I need to fix that. That shouldn't be a thing. So, yeah, things like that, and I already have his little, I can pick up an item. I don't have an inventory yet. I got to get the inventory in there. That'll be eventually. And then I have where you can, swing based off the direction you're facing. So that's good. And I don't have proper collision set up. So that'll come next probably. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little insight into my project. Hell, it doesn't even have a name yet. So, but what I wanted to show you is this is the pat that I'm going with. Wanted to give them a shout out. It'll show their name later in a second. But yeah, this pack is beautiful. I love it. It's gonna have a lot of elements that I want. It's very Stardew Valley-esque, and while I don't want to necessarily copy Stardew, sometimes it's hard to not have elements of Stardew in your game, especially when you're going for a 2D with this almost style of it, right? So, and I'll show you what's going to make mine different later on. I think mine's going to be different enough that it's going to be pretty good. So, and I know, your first game's probably ass, but I'm pretty determined to just make that not happen. And whether that takes a year and a half or so, or maybe even 2 years, it's going to be a long journey. So, but here is the person's name. It's the same name that's on H.io, and you can find it there. And so a little bit about my game. If you've ever played Minecraft on PC, you love playing with Minecraft mods. I love the Magic Bees mods. I love everything mods. So I realize there's really just nothing about that in a 2D form. Like, these games need their own standalone game. So these mods need their own standalone game. So I just, I've played them since I was a kid. I love these little guys. They're so fun. The automation is so fun, and I think putting that in a 2D game would be amazing. Here's the forestry bees. So if you've ever played with them, you understand what I'm saying and how complex that can be, but how fun they can be, and the true aspect of an automation game. Even like I'll be shooting for maybe even a just a resource gathering automation game with these bees. Now, There'll also be other elements in there, but that comes later. That's comes way later. This is the premise that I want, you know. Instead of your player having to do all the mining for the end goal stuff and all that stuff, you breed bees and you'll have a bee that can produce an iron comb or something like that. That's the kind of premise that I want to do. So now that you've seen this, just bear with me. It'll be a long journey for me. I know it will be. So, you know, you can expect maybe a devlog maybe once a month or so. I might put some little shorts out, you know, when I complete a feature, because a feature to me is going to be just redundant to y'all. Like, I have the pickaxe swinging. I'll be so excited when I get the axe swinging, or I'll be so excited when I get the pickaxe hitting a rock and the rock going into your inventory. So, you know, while that might not be exciting to y'all, for me, I might post those shorts to show myself that, hey, this is coming along, right? It'll be for me, not for y'all. But yeah, so this is what I got. While bare bones at most, I appreciate anybody that does, you know, follow along the project, and it's going to be a long one ahead. So, thank you.